Hi, I'm Jeff Beals. I'm a local teacher and a former U.S. diplomat running for Congress here in the 19th Congressional District, and I wanted to speak out from inside my classroom about a new piece of legislation put forward by Senator Bernie Sanders on the opioid crisis afflicting our country. This is a crisis that has disproportionately hit young people across the country and here in our home. The act he's put forward is called the Opioid Crisis Accountability Act of 2018. And it is exactly the type of legislation that I would champion as our representative. We have lost 63,000 people to opioid addiction in the year 2016 alone. That's more people than we lost in the Vietnam War, and it's hit New York particularly hard. What are we going to do with this act? We're going to hold corporations criminally accountable for the role they are playing in spreading this crisis. Why hold them criminally accountable? Well, think of it this way. One pharmaceutical company, McKesson, sent over 5 million opioid pills to one small town in West Virginia over the course of only 2 years. That's not business, that's drug dealing. All the while, these companies have been marketing their drugs without properly warning the end users and the prescribers of the addictive properties of the drugs they are dealing, thus spreading this scourge further. The act being put forward is going to hold these executives criminally responsible for the damage they are doing if they are found to be perpetuating this crisis. It imposes a 10-year minimum prison sentence and fines equal to the executive compensation packages that these executives are pulling in while they deal these drugs. When we begin to take steps like this, we are cracking the real source of many of our problems when we have a drug crisis in the country. This is a step that we should have taken far earlier in the failed war on drugs that our country has waged for so many years with so little to show for it. I see this legislation as a start towards rethinking the way we approach this and other crises, towards turning ourselves to crack the problem of corporate power and also move towards the treatment and rehabilitation of victims and addicts rather than criminalizing their conduct. I also believe that we have to look at the deepest source of these crises, and that's a crisis of despair for a generation of young people left behind in our economy and facing terrible income inequality that they can never hope to get ahead. If we can tackle these problems more directly, I believe we can build a better future for ourselves and our community. It's what I stand for and what I hope to fight for.